Hello, wonderful dancers. So today we're going to be having a lovely combination with one of our most go-to movements. It's going to be our step tap and our figure eight, but importantly, we're going to also add the arms on top, and you can see how you can add just a slight variation on the arm movement and it'll still work with different movements. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to break down the step tap. So we're going to step in place for right now, just keeping this tempo. We're going half time the music. That means it's twice as slow. So not as fast, right? Because if we went to tempo, this is the tempo of the music. We'll eventually get there, but we're going to stay at this tempo right now. Good. So then what's going to happen is we're going to step on one foot, then tap with the other. But as we are doing right now with our step, we transfer our weight each time. With that one, we're not going to. So we're going to have step, tap in place, step, tap in place. You're just dropping that leg right after it taps. And step, tap, step, tap. And you'll notice I'm not coming to the side, or I'm not kind of stepping out like this. I'm aiming to stay right where I am. Good. Step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add a beautiful, soft hip lift on top. So as I tap on that foot, I'm going to raise the hip on that foot, on that side, right? So I'm tapping here and tap. So here we go. Step, lift, step, lift, step, lift, step, lift. And you'll notice I'm trying not to bounce like this, right? And how that I can do that without really changing too much of my body is I just keep that non-tapping leg, this one, the one that you're standing on, soft. So that way it can go in and out of a straight leg and more of a bent leg. If you lock it out into a straight leg, especially when you're just starting off, you can get that bounce. So we want to alleviate that by allowing both knees to stay very soft. Keep it going and step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, adding that gentle hip lift. 1, lift up, 2, lift up, 3, lift up, 4, lift up. Again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're gonna hold right here. So see this side, how it's lifted right now? We're gonna start adding our arms to emphasize that movement, so we draw people's attention to that hip. So when you're in this particular position, the hip that is being used right now, which is our left hip, your arm is gonna go gently out, and it's not gonna be right in front of you, and it's not gonna be straight out to the side. Let's just aim for about a soft 45 degrees. So from the side, you see me like this, and from the front, it will look like this. So I'm not pulling it back where it kind of pulls your shoulder back and rotates your shoulder head forward like this, but I'm also not in front because I don't want to block my body. So you're just going to open up so you can keep the space of your body nice and presentable to whomever's watching you dance and for yourself. Okay, so we're right here. This other hand with the standing leg is going to go right here, and my palm is up. So some people hold, gently place, not really hold, but like gently place their hand on the back of their head like this, or you can rotate up. It's totally up to you, but do place it around the crown of your head. So that way it doesn't look like this for this particular combo. This isn't wrong, because we do use this movement in other areas, but for this particular combo, I want you to place it in back of your head. So we're in here. So now when we step, we're going to switch sides and then lift. So it's going to be switch, lift, switch, lift, switch, lift, switch, lift. And you'll notice all I'm doing is kind of bending at the elbow right here. So it's going to look like traffic arm controllers for a minute. We're going to fix that. Don't worry. I'm not going to leave you in that position. So we have here, and you're just gently bending at the elbow to get that change in your arms. Step, lift, step, lift, step, lift, step, lift. So let's get this coordination down. Then we're going to add something into it to add a nice softness to the arm versus like this. Oh my gosh. Boom. Step, boom. Step, hit. Step, hit. Step, hit. Step, lift. Step, lift. Step, lift. Now you'll notice there's that point where you're kind of changing into the next position. That's called our transition. When you're transitioning into the next position, what we're going to do is we're going to add a nice, soft hip circle, or I'm sorry, hand circle on top. So it'll be 1, 2, place, 1, place, circle, place. That circle in your hand is going to line up with your step. Circle, place, circle, place, step, 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 circle, lift, 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 hands, lift, hands, lift, hands. And you can notice that it starts to add this softness versus doing this. It looks too stiff. Doesn't look like anyone really dances like this unless you intentionally mean to do this, right? So we add that circle on top and we open up our hands back into almost its original position. It just really depends on your stylization and how you start to feel comfortable in the movement. Because sometimes my hands will land like this, sometimes they'll land like this, and sometimes they'll land like this. So it really just goes for this softness, especially in the beginning. You're just trying to get that coordination. Boom, step, boom, step, boom, step, hit, step, hit, step, lift, step, lift, step, lift. Good. Shake it out. Shake it out. Are your arms burning? Mine are kind of burning. It's amazing though. I love that feeling. So then now what we're going to do is we're going to add a beautiful figure 8 and just a slight change with the arms, but it's really not that bad. It's only with timing that we're actually going to change the arms. So we're going to start with our right leg with that step first. So we have step. Remember that circle, lift. We're going to do this 4 times. 2, boom. 3, boom, 4, boom. So you notice my right hip is here, my right arm is here. That means my right foot is free to do the next movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to hold that arm out, but I'm just going to allow the hip to do its jam as I give a soft little hand circle. So we're here. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Replace and switch to the other side because now we're going to go to the left. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. Figure 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 5, 6, 7 from the top. It's 1, 2. You notice how we hold that transition with the arms until it comes back in. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the arms. Step and step. Lift, step, lift. Here we go. Figure 8 and 1, 2, 3. Keep your feet close together. Keep your legs in because you don't want to be like, right? Don't do that to yourself, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your shoulders down and remember to breathe. 7. Here we go. Hold the arms. Step, lift, step, lift, step, lift. One more. Step, Figure 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch 1, 2, 3. Hold the arms at step. Lift, step. Lift, step. Lift, step. And again, figure 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay! So you can see how just changing the timing of the arms, it doesn't have to be crazy changes, guys, especially when you are really just beginning and trying to focus on coordination and getting that control and awareness in your body. Don't make it harder for yourself. Be okay with holding out particular positions and allowing the move to be more simple. It really adds a lot of juiciness when you take your time in the movement, but more so, you feel more at home with your body. And when that happens, your dancing can really come alive. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, check out the description below because I have classes weekly. Yes. And you can definitely try one for free with me. I want you to come and just experience a live class with me. It's so much fun. And we dance all the time with all these other dancers. It's just fun. I just want you to come because dancing is amazing and you want to feel great in your body as well as learn about this beautiful art form. So check out the description below. And if anything, I'll see you next time, dancers.